Hi kids, and welcome back to your video lesson with me, Teacher Riyash. Well, I'm back and I'm here to help Teacher Bryce with this video lesson. All you gotta do is sit back, relax, listen, and look, okay? So what are we gonna do today? Well, first of all, you need some books with you. You need your Come On Everyone workbooks. You need your Come On Everyone student book. And, of course, we're going to have a look at some flashcards as well to learn some new words or maybe some words that you already know. Also, we're going to check some of your homework. I'm going to give you some of the answers. And if you don't have the answers already, you can go along with me and put it in your book. But remember, as you're putting down the answers, learn as you go along as well. And if you already did your homework, and you already have the answers, all you got to do is look at your book and see if you got them correct, okay? And give yourself a huge smiley face and a star, because that's exactly what you are. So, we're going to have some fun. We're going to learn a few things. And, of course, we're going to start off with your homework. So what I want you to do right now is pause this video and go get your book, which is the Come On Everyone workbook. We're going to look at page 80 and 81, and I will be giving you the answers for these exercises in your workbook. Are you ready? Okay, so if you don't have your book already, go and get it right now. Pause the video first. Don't forget to pause the video and come back, put the video back on play, and start looking at your work. Okay, so let's go to that right now. And that is page 80 and 81, as you can see. Now, section A, it says connect and match. They give you the example for the first one, head, okay? This is my head, okay? Your head has your brain in it, okay? And your brain is the one that helps you think and remember and learn. They give you the first one, head, H-E-A-D, and then the pointer goes to the head. So all you got to do is simply connect and match. Number 2, eyes. Let's do this together. Eyes. Right. So as we go through for eyes, let me make this a bit smaller. Right. Okay. Eyes. E-Y-E-S. Eyes. There we go. E-Y-E-S. I look with my eyes. Okay, that's where our sight comes from. We look with our eyes. The next one is nose. N-O-S-E. Nose. There we go. We smell with our nose. Yes, and we breathe as well. Number 4, ears. E-A-R-S. Ears. We listen with our ears. Okay? Mouth. M-O-U-T-H. There we go. We speak, we laugh, we talk, and we eat with our mouth. And the final one, number 6, neck. N-E-C-K. Neck. Okay? That's where our head is on top of our neck. And with our neck, we used to move our head. Let's move on to exercise B. Exercise B, look and write. Right? So here you see, they point to a body part. Here, it's a mouth. And we only have one mouth. So we have to say, a small mouth. Okay, so we have one mouth, so we have a small mouth. Okay, remember that. That's pretty small mouth there as well. Let's look at the ears here. We have 2 ears, so, and those are pretty big ears. So it's, the first word is big, B-I-G, ears, E-A-R-S. Okay, big ears, all the better to hear you with. Right, so these arrows are pointing to two other body parts, and those are eyes. And this young girl has really big eyes. All the better to see you with. Okay, so B, I, G, eyes, EYES, big eyes. Number 4 is one arrow pointing to this young man. He looks like a big guy, but he has a small head, right? So we only have one head, so for one, okay, a small head, HEAD, right? Number 5, what do we have here? Ooh, this girl seems to have a very long neck, and we only have one neck, and when we have one part, we say A, okay? That's a singular, meaning it is one, a long neck, NECK. And number 6, well, this arrow is pointing to a nose, a very small nose. Ooh, so one nose, SMALL, nose, NOSE. Well done. I'm sure all of you got that correct, okay? Let's move on to page 81. And here we have look and circle. Exercise C, look and circle. So what do we have to do here? We have to see where are these kids pointing to, which body part. And all you got to do after that is circle the correct body part. Are we ready? Let's go together. He has a long, where is he pointing to? He's pointing to his neck, okay? He has a long neck. Number 2, where is she pointing to? She has a big nose, correct. Number 3, where is he pointing to? Well, he looks like he's pointing to his eyes, okay? He has 2 eyes. He has small eyes, okay? He has small eyes. And number 4, she has a big, where is she pointing to? What is she holding? Looks like she's holding her ears. And her ears look very big. So she has big ears, EARS. Final section, section D, look and write. Okay, so here they give you a bit of the first one, right? So they're pointing to his big eyes. So he has big, BIG, eyes, EYES, right? Number 2, what does he have? Number 2, ooh, he has big ears, EARS. Number 3, what do we have for number 3? Let's look and see. Ooh, looks like a rather small mouth. So he has a small mouth. Okay, I'm sure all of you got that. If you don't have the answers, you can put them down right now. Number 4, she has a small, what is small of hers? So let's look where that's pointing to. It looks like it's pointing to her head because that cap, that baseball cap, looks really big on her. So she has a small head, HEAD. Right. Number 5, once again, looks like it's a small nose. So she has a small nose. There we go. And number 6, the final one. Ooh, she has a very short neck. So she has a short, SHORT, neck, NECK. She has a short neck. Well, That's all for your workbook for now. Later on, I will be giving you a few more exercises for you to complete in your workbook for homework, okay? So just 2 more pages a bit later on. So what are we going to go to next? Well, the next thing that we're going to go and have a look at is your flashcards, okay? And here we're going to look at all the body parts. So these are some of the flashcards that we are going to see. Flashcards, okay? So let's go and have a look. So you see the first one right there. What are those? Do you know what those are? Can you shout it out loud? Yes, these are our arms, okay? We use our arms for many things. To hold a pencil. Our arms are part of our hands and a part of our shoulders, all connected. So we use our arms for many things, okay? What are those? Do you know what those are? Can you say it? Do you know it? Well, those are hands, correct? Those are hands, right? Those are our hands. What are those? Do you know what those are? Well, those are fingers. Yes, how many fingers do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 fingers. What body part is this? Do you know? You can scream it out loud if you know it. Anybody? These are? Yes, these are legs. Okay? These are legs. Okay. So, let's move on to the next one. Oh, what is that? Those are... Can you guess it? Can you tell me what those are? If you can, tell me right now. Okay. Those are feet. Right? Those are your feet. Okay. We wear shoes on our feet. We use our feet to walk. Okay. So very important. Feet can also get very dirty. So make sure you keep them nice and clean. What are those? Those are toes. Correct. Those are toes. We have 10 toes, just like we have 10 fingers, right? You can wiggle your toes right now to look at your toes and count them. Number 1 to 10. Right. Who do we have here? It's a young man, and they've circled around this young man. What are we looking at? We're looking at his head. Yes, his head. The next one is circled. Do you know what we're looking at? What body part are we looking at? Well, we are looking at his ears. Correct. Here we're looking at his ears. What part are we looking at right here? Well, that's his mouth. Correct. That is his mouth. You are absolutely correct. If you shouted out mouth, then you are absolutely correct. What is circled right here? We have 2 eyes. Those are eyes. What do we have circled here? That's a nose. Nose. Right? And then we have a circle down there, and I think that's showing his. Can I hear it? Neck. Correct. That is his neck. Okay, so those are all the body parts that we're learning about today. Let's go back and let's learn a little bit more about the sentences. Okay, we can say he has long arms. Okay, or I have long arms. Or he has long arms. Okay, when you say I, you say have. If it's he or she, you say has. These are, of course, hands. I have short hands. I have short hands. Or she has short hands. She has short hands. Okay? Fingers. I have long fingers. I have long fingers. But he has long fingers. Remember, if it's he or she, it is has. If it's I, meaning talking about yourself, I have. He has long legs. Okay? He has long legs. She has long legs. He has small feet. Okay? He has small feet. He has small feet. She has small feet. I have long feet or big feet. I have big feet. Okay? Let's go with something singular. Okay? Let's go to this, for example. A nose. We have one nose. So, I have a small nose. I have a small nose. I have. But he has a big nose. He has a big nose. Remember, for one, a big nose. Okay? So, I hope you understand that. So, that's the sentence structure. Listen to it. Go back and listen. Remember, if it's I, then you put have a big nose. If it's he or she, he has a big nose. She has a big nose. Okay? If it's one, it's a. I have long arms. I have two arms. I have long arms. Okay? It's more than one. So, arms. She has short arms. Okay? Arms. More than one. I have I have two big ears. Okay? I have big ears. Okay? I have 2 ears. She has small ears. Okay? She has small ears. Okay? Ears. Right, so let's go on to the next one. And the next one that we're going to go through to is, once again, to your Come On Everyone book. That is your workbook. Oh, sorry, your student book. Let's go to your student book, okay? So we're going to go to the Come On Everyone student book, right? So I want you all to go to your student books right now, where we are going to read a bit of a story, okay? Are we all ready? Let's go to your student books. Right, so what are we going to go to? We're going to go to lesson 3, which is the story, right? First of all, I'm going to read the story. I'm going to give you some time to read it yourself, and then I'm going to ask you the questions, okay? Exercise A, and this is on page 86 and 87. Let's start with the story. Listen, then act it out. You can act it out at home with your mom and dad or brothers and sisters if you want to. Just have some fun. Exercise A. Listen, then act it out. I have big hands, says the boy. Right? You see the boy in the superhero outfit? And then the girl comes in and says, I have long legs. Then the boy says, Ming's head is really big. And then the girl says, yes, it is. Then they're looking at Ming and they see that she has big eyes too. She has big eyes too. Then they look at her feet and they say, look, that person has long feet. Look, that person has long feet. And the boy says, it's Tim. And the girl says, Tim, you have long feet. And Tim says, yes, but I have short arms. Let's read it one more time, okay? So there's a girl and a boy, and they're having a conversation. They're talking. And the boy says, I have big hands. And the girl says, I have long legs. Then the boy says, Ming's head is really big. And the girl says, yes, it is. Then the boy says, she has big eyes too. And the girl says, look, that person has long feet. And the boy says, it's Tim. And the girl says, Tim, you have long feet. And Tim says, yes, but I have short arms. Okay? So I'm going to give you some time. Think about the story. Look at the story. And then we're going to answer the questions together. Okay? I'll give you about 30 seconds. So in the meantime, have a quick read or pause the video and read your book. And let's go to the questions after that. Okay? I hope you're reading. I hope you're thinking, right? Remember what you've learned. Remember what you've seen. We're almost there. All right, let's go. We're going to go to page 87, right? Page 87. And what do we have on page 87? Well, look and match. So here we have to look and match. So let's go through the answers together, right? You can answer along with me as well. So number one, right? We have to remember the story. So let's go back. So Nick, what does Nick have? Nick has, let's go back to the story and see. Nick says, I have big hands. Nick, I have big hands. What does Amy say? Amy's the girl that Nick was talking to. What does Amy say? She says she has long legs, right? Long legs. I have long legs. And what do they say about Ming? Well, let's go back to the story. And Ming, what did they say about Ming? Ming's head is really big. So they say that Ming's head is really big. Right? Both of them agree. So Ming, I have big eyes. I have short arms. Ooh, no, wait a minute. Okay, so she has big eyes too. Okay, so they said Ming's head is really big and she has big eyes too. So Ming has big eyes. It would be horrible to tell someone they have a big head, right? I have big eyes. So Ming says, I have big eyes. She has big eyes too. Really big eyes. And then finally, when they looked at Tim, Tim also says he has long feet, but he also has short arms. Short arms. Okay, so he has big feet, but short arms. So, I have short arms. There we go. I have short arms. Let's go to exercise C. Make your own story. Listen and say. Nick hit his hip and lips. Okay? Joel's pig has a big wig. So you can have some fun right here. Okay? You can have some fun and you can make a bit of a rhyme like Nick, ick, hit, it, his, is, hip, ip, and lips, ips. Okay? Jill, ills, pig, ig, has a big ig, wig, ig. Okay? So you can have some fun and you can say this along as well. Nick hit his hip and lips. And then Jill's pig has a big wig. Okay? So you can make your own story as well. A very short story to go along with that. Well, that's all for your student book. Come on, everyone, student book. The next part that we're going to do is go on to your homework. Okay? So we're almost done with the video. And the next thing we're going to discuss about is your homework for the next time. Okay, so I want you to take your Come On Everyone workbooks, and this is going to be your homework. Lesson 3, story. Here you have to read and number. So you have to look at the story and you have to see which one comes first, second, or third. For example, they have the first one here for you. So this is the first part of the story. So this is number 1. Okay, they give you number 1. This part here, as you can see, is the 4th part of the story. So they put in number 4, right? So you got to read really carefully. Right, Leon's head is really big. Yes, it is. That could be number 2. She has a big nose too. No more clues for you. Okay, so that could be number 3. That could be number 2. That could be anything. Okay, and you just have to put the order that the story flows. So that's number 7 up, number 1 up here. Okay, number 1 up here, and this was number 4. You got to put in the order of the rest of the story. Okay, so there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It should be 1 to 6. You decide, you read, and you find out what is the order of that story. Read and number. Next, exercise B. This is on page 83. Exercise B on page 83. Right, over here, exercise B, look at A and choose. Number 1. Leon has, okay, so here you got to look at A and choose. So let's look at Leon. You got to find who Leon is here, and you got to see what Leon has to say, okay? So Leon, I have big. Leon's head is really big. Yes, it is. She has a big nose too. So Leon has big hands. Okay, so Leon has a really head. Is it a head? Yes, Leon has a big head. So has, and you're gonna circle C, big head. Okay, you're gonna do that for number 2 as well. You're gonna look at Jack. Jack has long feet, and you'll find it all in the story. Next, we're gonna go to exercise C, unscramble and write. Here you have to look at the story. Okay, you gotta look at the story. I have a long nose. Okay, and you gotta unscramble. I have a long nose. So you gotta put that in order. See, ONLG spells as long, LONG. Okay, I have a long nose. Okay, and next, she has what word that is. Give you a clue. It's really small. I may have given you the answer, but anyway, you got to put that in and complete the sentence and write it down again. Okay, write it down again. She has a small nose, and then look at the arrows and see where they're pointing to. Okay, and write down the sentences. Okay, and you can do that for number 3 as well. Look where the arrows are pointed and write down the sentence to match the body part, and of course whether it's big, small, long, okay, or short. Okay, so look at that carefully and have some fun while you're doing it. Well, boys and girls, we've almost come to the end of our video, so I hope that all of you have had some fun so far, and remember to please complete your homework. And if you haven't checked your work as yet, you can pause the video, go back to the section where we're checking our homework, and go through your work very neatly and very comfortably in your home. Okay, well, that's it for now. I'll see you in the next video. For the time being, take care, be safe, remember to keep your mask on if you're going outside, and to wash your hands. Until we meet again, bye bye.